Good afternoon, everyone. Today's class, extraction of metals. Using the Nearpod application. You can log on with the pin given.
Objective: describe how we extract copper from their ores and state the uses of metals by linking its properties.
And the expected outcome.
State the uses of metals by linking its properties.
For centrifugation and extraction and refining of copper with equation and using diagram.
Establish relationship between the activity of metals and their metals and extraction and suggest the use of metals.
What is the ore of aluminium? Ola? Bauxite. You can discuss the extraction of aluminium.
In the first arrow, I think extraction of ore will come.
It's in the earth. Crust.
Then in the second arrow, I guess it's shipped. And in the next, it's for exported. Then it's sent to industries.
Yeah. Does aluminium oxide conduct electricity at room temperature pressure? No.
And then melted.
To the molten aluminium oxide, what is added? Cryolite added.
Decreases the temperature.
It decreases the
Melting point.
melting point of
Aluminum.
And then electrolytes.
dust. Reactions at the negative electrode and the positive electrode. Write down the equations. Swap your answer or cross-check each other. Can cross-check your answer. Reaction at the negative electrode. Negative electrode is cathode. What is the reaction? What is the reaction? So what is the reaction at the cathode? No. Reduction at the cathode. Reduction at the cathode. Cathode is negatively charged. So the positive ions will gain electrons. Who will write the reaction at the positive electrode anode? Yes.
Extraction of copper from the ore malachite, which is copper carbonate.
So what is the copper sulfide? What is the method? Copper sulfide. First, in the extraction of metals, what is the first method you have already studied? What have you already studied? If it is for the sulfide use, what is the process? First step.
No, this is 2.
Copper sulfide can be converted to
No, wait, this is 2.
copper oxide. What is the method? Sulfide use. How you can convert the sulfide use? Something will give you copper oxide plus sulfur dioxide. So let the balance be.
React.
All of you. First cell is conversion of copper semiconductor to copper oxide. What is the process known as? Write it down.
Environmental problem.
Now these words are never there. So you can just, yeah, very good. The O's in the furnace. What is it known as?
Acid rain.
Smelt. Very good. Second step in the extraction, Sarah. What is the process known as? The process is known as reduction. Okay, and the reducing agent is carbon. Extraction of copper from native copper.
The anode and cathode is placed, and in the cathode we attach a rod of pure copper.
So pure copper is the cathode. Pure copper is attached to the negative terminal, which is the cathode.
In the anode we will have the impure.
Yeah, the copper which has to be refined is the anode.
The electrolyte must contain an ion of the copper.
Yes, electrolyte should contain copper ions, copper 2 ions. What can be the electrolyte?
Copper sulfate.
Copper sulfate or copper nitrate, because all nitrates are soluble. Reactions at the respective electrode. What are the uses of copper? Why copper is used as for making cooking utensils? Because it's a conductor of heat and does not react with the water or acids. Another use?
Electrical wiring.
Yeah. Properties.
Conductor of electricity, ductile.
Yeah. Question. Malachite is a naturally occurring form of copper carbonate. Write down the question. Draw a flow chart to outline how a sample of copper is obtained from lumps of malachite in lab.
So the first step is calcination, which is heating the ore in the absence of oxygen to get oxide, the copper oxide. After that, it is the reduction by carbon, which carbon is used as a oxidizing agent, as a reducing agent to remove the oxygen from the copper oxide. After we get the copper, it's not pure, but it's copper. We have to do electrorefining to get the pure copper, which involves electrolysis of the cathode is the pure sheet of pure copper, and the anode is the unpure copper, which then after some time the anode would become thin. The size of the anode would become thin, and the cathode would become thick, and there would be anode mud in the electrolytic cell.
So first step, can I hear from here? What is the first step? Just give the term, the name of the reaction. What's step? First step? Say louder. Calcination. Yeah? And second step? Yes?
Reduction by carbon.
Reduction by carbon. Okay? And then third step? Electrode refined. Okay? Is there any other method from copper carbonate itself? Is there any other method? If you are asked to plan an experiment, you need to start with the same method, but you need to start with first crushing the ore with water and pestle to increase the surface area, and maximum extraction will be possible. Yeah.
Add excess dilute nitric acid or
Okay.
sulfuric acid.
So when you add excess dilute nitric acid, what will be formed, or sulfuric acid, what will be formed? Copper sulfate if you use sulfuric acid, or copper nitrate if you use. So what will be the observation? One observation Malia said, effervescence. But mainly what do you see? The solid disappears. Why? Because copper sulfate or copper nitrate is a soluble salt. Solution you will get. copper sulfate solution, copper nitrate. What can be done? We add zinc or magnesium. So, recap the use of each metal relating its property. Also, already submitted your answers, so correct. So you quiz related to this extraction. Your time starts now.
Carbon versus extraction for exercise.
Cross check your answers.
What you got one?
Plan an experiment, or you can note down. Okay, that is a homework question. Planning experiment. Your self-evaluation based on all the assignments and the final plenary question. So, what would be your target? Mind map. Produce a mind map for the extraction of metals from any given ore. That will be your target.